Yeah. Big JTV, man. Appreciate y'all for coming in, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all for coming to tune in. I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe as y'all walk into this joint, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. And yes, I'm not going to be like all the millions or maybe thousands of reviewers on YouTube saying, I am not entertained. Nah, bro, I'm not going to do that. If you're coming in here for the first time, which is a lot of this audience, I want you to smash that like button, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. A lot of these people who review these movies are guys who, and women, who just want something to complain about. Why do they want something to complain about? Because the algorithm and the content strategy leans to the negative. When you say things that are bad or negative or putting down something, you're going to get more views. If I was to title this video that Gladiator 2 is trash, garbage, I was not entertained, guess what would happen? You guys would like it more. At least YouTube, the algorithm would actually uplift it. But it was not garbage. It was not trash. Okay, and I'll be honest with you, the only person who actually had a seemingly good review is Nerdrotic. If you get the chance, check out Nerdrotic. But I'll tell you, for me, what do I scale as a good or bad movie? What is my metric? Okay, a good movie is a movie I would watch again. A bad movie is a movie that I would not watch again. I would walk out in the middle of, and a movie that I will forget. Okay, that's my metric. I'm not gonna give y'all 5 stars. I'm not gonna give you, thumbs up. No. I'm just gonna tell you, is it good? Is it worth your money? Or is it not? And long story short, Gladiator 2 is worth your time and your money. But because a lot of us have been burned, right, by a lot of Hollywood, media and movies, we oftentimes think, okay, just because they're bringing a classic back, it's going to be trash. It's going to be garbage. No, Gladiator 2 was not garbage. Gladiator 2 was a good movie. Was it a great movie? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let me tell you something about Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott, who is the director of Gladiator 1 and 2, right, will release something as great as Aliens or Blade Runner, but then he'll release some absolute hot garbage called, some hot garbage like, more so like Exodus of Gods and Kings. Absolutely garbage. Absolutely trash, right? But then he'll release something like Prometheus, really good. You know what I mean? He'll release something like Gladiator, fantastic. Right? And then he'll release something like Robin Hood, not that good, man. You know what I mean? He'll release something like American Gangster, fantastic. You know what I mean? And then he'll repeat something like Napoleon. Kind of mid, kind of trash. You know what I mean? But these are facts. That's Ridley Scott. You know what I mean? But we'll get to the main point here. The main point here is Gladiator 2 is a good movie. It's a very good movie. Is it a must-watch? No. Is it worth your time? Absolutely. Right? And the reason it's so good is obviously the acting. And when I say acting, I'm talking about Denzel. Yes, I'm going to say this right now. Denzel is the greatest living actor right now. Greatest living actor. People might say Daniel Day-Lewis. People might say Russell Crowe. Shout out Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe, fantastic actor. People might even say Leonardo DiCaprio. Very, very valid actors to fit in that frame. But I think personally, I find Denzel is the greatest actor alive. And what he does in his role of Marcravius, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Basically, Alonzo, the Roman Alonzo, is dope. It's fantastic. Now, if you didn't know the plot, I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously. If you didn't know the plot, it's Paul Mescal, who basically plays a gladiator called Hanno, who is actually Lucius Aurelius, okay? It's not even a spoiler. It's pretty much said inside the trailer. He is the son of Maximus, right? And Pedro Pascal, who plays General Cassius, right? With obviously Mark Renius by Denzel. That's the character who basically owns Lucius, right? And he's a gladiator. He bought him out of slavery, right? Now Connie Nielsen comes back as Drusilla, right, from the first movie. And there's also the two emperors, right? And Emperor Gita and Caracalla, right? Which are played by Joseph Quinn and Fred Hershinger. I believe that's how you say his name. It is what it is. Those are the main characters you need to pay attention to, and it basically circles around them. I'm saying out of all these people, Paul Mescal as the lead character, he's the worst actor there, man. I'm not even gonna BS you. He's the worst actor. He's not the best. Everybody else has a pretty good, does a very, very good to amazing job. You know what I mean? The lowlights of this movie is clearly the plot. Okay? The plot. The plot is, I'm not going to spoil nothing, but the plot moves either super slow or unnecessarily fast. Meaning, you'll go through times in the movie where you're like, what are we getting to? Like, what are we doing? Like, why did you do that? For what reason? Like, now y'all cool? Really? Really? like really? Like, it took that long for y'all to become like that quick? You know what I mean? And then you have times in the movie where you're like, come on, this is moving way too slow, like way too slow. You're like, whoa, like I might even take a nap, take a pee break, and I would miss nothing pertaining to the plot. Nothing. And for me, I'm thinking, okay, was this movie supposed to be longer? So did they trim it down? Or was it supposed to be shorter? Like, what? Confusion of the highest order. Like, Abba likes to say from Abba and Preach. Confusion of the highest order. And in general, right, you don't get that kind of bond as you did in the first Gladiator. So the acting is great. The action sequence is great. The plot is suspect. And even the general conclusion left me lacking. And if you watch the movie, you'll definitely feel it too. You'll be like, what? Why did it end like this? You know what I mean? Like, like, really? This is how we're really gonna, what? So if you are going into the theater and expecting to see the greatness of Gladiator, right? The first movie, the original movie, you will be disappointed. You won't like it. You will not like it at all. If you are coming in to watch a good movie because we've been treated to so much hot garbage in the past 2 years, and if you're a fan of Denzel, I think you're going to really, really enjoy yourself. You're going to really, really enjoy yourself. It's a good movie. Is it worth a rewatch? I'd watch it again. I'd watch it probably on Netflix or maybe a DVD, right? But am I going to be constantly watching this like I've watched Gladiator, the first one, multiple times? Probably not. But let me know how y'all feel about it. It's been Big J. You know what I mean? TV. I give this a thumbs up. Big J TV. And if you like it, or if you hated it, get in the comments, man. Let me know how y'all feel. You know what I mean? Let me know how y'all feel about this review, and I'm out.